quick walkthrough of our dashboard. And so here I have my CAARMO dashboard, and we only have the three categories on the left. We did this to keep it simple for our managers when we're discussing things with our employees. Our first screen here, the archetype screen, these are the 7 metrics that we chose to measure our people on. And we chose this based on what we think is what needs to be measured for our technicians out in the field to see how they're doing. And here we get an overall score for that employee, the average overall score for all the employees in our chosen list, which in this case I've chosen everybody. We get a nice little chart that shows us how they're performing compared to our goals and compared to the rest of the company. And we get to see what our goal is, what they're actually doing, what the CAARMO score is, and then what they would need to lift themselves to start hitting the goal. On the next screen, we get the role summary. We get to see all of our employees within each branch kind of split up so we can see how they're doing. And we can change this a little bit, decide which things we want to look at. If we're only interested in one particular item at the moment, we can just narrow it down to that and see how everyone's doing. And then lastly, we have our scorecard archetype. And this is what our managers will be using when they're sitting down with our employees. And what they get to see here, pretty much everything we had on that first page, but we also get a list of the top 3 in every category. And then we get to see where the low, average, and high points are for each of our 7 categories. So, for example, we can see on our chemical usage that Sharon scored a 79, and she's only a couple points away, 3 points away from being considered a high performer, definitely well above what that average of 61 is. And so that gives us the ability to see a little more in depth just how they're doing compared to everyone else. And otherwise has the same roll average and total score that we saw on that first page and the chart as well. And the idea is that we can use this, sit down with an employee, and they can see how they're doing compared to everyone else. They can see how they're doing compared to our goals. Kind of takes away that, it can't be done, because they can see quite clearly that other people are doing it. And then allows them to see, are they an overall high performer? Like in this case, Sharon actually is above the average on just about every category. So we know she's a really good performer. And if we saw someone that was struggling in one particular area, if she was down here, then we know that